Hello everybody and welcome to my Heirloom Organic Vegetable Garden Series for July the 19th, and I am pumped about my garden. I can't believe how good it's doing compared to last year at this time. It's really staying on top of it with the weeding and the the straw, and it's I gotta show it to you guys. So I want to give you a shot from a distance here because the corn has sprung to life here. It's getting nice and dark green color. And it's got a little bit of stunted stuff on this end, but it's really coming up nice. The weeding really made a big difference. It's unbelievable. Like, I'm really happy. I got a good feeling about my corn this year. Just the way the growth is happening here. Considering like it's the 19th of July, we've got 2 months worth of growing ahead of us, of really good growing. So corn, I think we're going to have some massive corn. Now, my hybrid spaghetti squash that is really it's starting to get the light green leaves of spaghetti squash, but it looks like a zucchini plant. And I'll give you a shot here. I'll try to get around to the other side just to show you. Like, there's the zucchini right there. It's a lot darker green, the leaves. Now I do have flowers. Actually, I think I got a zucchini in here. Yes, I do. Look at that, guys. It's already, there's a zucchini starting. So it's but the leaves are much darker green than compared to these ones. These have a little paler color, which is the spaghetti squash. I know is a lighter green color. So who knows what's going to happen? I know that there's a lot of flower action inside. I don't know if I can show you any. I saw some flowers the other day. So oh, there's one in there. You can see it. I don't know what's going to happen, guys. No idea. Now, as far as my beans are concerned, my beans have just had a big explosion of growth. The weeding made a huge difference. Serious growth spurt. Like you can see, the rows now are mingling together. There's no longer a dividing line between them. The plants are really starting to grow. There's flowers appearing everywhere. My carrots are just awesome. These are, I can't believe how good they're growing. I'm really happy. Like they're looking good. They're looking really good, actually. If you take a look down here, so we've got some good growth happening. It's good looking plants. Really, I'll be thinning them out shortly. Now my beets, unbelievable. The growth on the beets. They're absolutely massive. Like, look at the size of these plants. They're huge. They're not like they were like, oh God, I'm thinking about 10 days ago. They were really tiny. Like, look at this. I'm gonna go through and I have to thin them out because really beets should be about 4 inches apart, so they get some room. But I'm gonna thin them out because I want the tops. I'm dying for some fresh beet tops. I love beet tops. They're and I'm telling you guys, if you ever, one year I overplanted my beets. And what I did was I put way too many seeds in, and what happened was I had to go through and thin them out. And I thinned them out, and I ended up getting like 80 pounds of beet tops. And they lasted me 2 years in the freezer, because you freeze them after you blanch them in water and then put them in a Ziploc bag or just a regular bag. And because they're like a block of ice, they don't like. I honestly think I'm still eating some from 2011. That's how they last when they're encased in water. Now my tomato plants. A ton of flower action starting. No signs yet of fruit, but I've got flowers all over the place. Now this year, I have noticed one slight problem, and that is a big lack of bees. I don't know what's going on. And I've got one plant here. This one doesn't look the best, but it does have a tomato. I'll just show you. There is a tomato forming right there. So I've got some tomato action. Ironically, on the smallest plant, there's tomatoes. So, but the size of the plants, they're doing really well actually. Now my pepper plants, with the heat, they're looking bad. There's some flowers forming, but they're just tiny little things. I'm not happy with the way the outcome of them at all. Now my purple velour beans, I should say, not purple. Well, they are purple, but they're the flowers. Like, look at the flowers. They're everywhere. There's going to be a lot of velour beans here. I think it's going to be a really good crop of plants. They're doing well. Lots of flowers on these guys. Now, like I said, I'm not happy with the bee situation because there's not a lot of bees. Now, parsnips. Look at this. The parsnips have started. There they are, right there, guys. And if I look down the row, and I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but I can actually see, going down the row, I can see the little plants coming up. So there is a light, like I can see a slight line of plants coming up. So it is happening. Here, I'll give you a shot there, right there. So the germination is starting to take on this section. So parsnips look like they're coming through. Now, the peas. Now, I don't know what's going on here. I put so many peas in the ground in here, and still nothing. I'm just looking. Oh, there is some right here. They've started. I've got some pea action. They must have just started today. There they are. So we've got some peas, but not a lot considering the amount of the amount of seeds I put in here. I should have a lot more action coming up. Now my colorful carrots, I'm so happy with this. Look at this, look at these guys. Like that is out a good looking row of carrots. Like we're talking some healthy looking carrots. I'm going to, this week I'm going to thin them out. I'm going to go through it and I'm going to thin them out so that there's at least a couple inches between each one. Get that happening. But the weeds, I can't believe how fast they're coming back up. Like look at this stuff. But I'll get that when when I thin it out. And my yellow beans, they're really starting to fill out the plants. I just noticed I got a tomato plant here. Oh, these tomato plants, unbelievable. They're everywhere. Not as bad as some years though, you know. But the beans are not as good as they normally are. The blue beans are doing the best actually when it comes to flowers. Like there is some flower action, but not a lot. Now my rutabaga, I did thin them out. So this is it. What I've got planted here is now officially what's going to be my my year's supply of rutabaga. They're coming up really nice. They're looking good. The plants are nice and healthy. The ducks really enjoyed the rutabagas. When I pulled them out, I gave them all to the ducks and they ate the tops up real fast actually. Actually, rutabaga tops are really good if you like greens. They're actually quite tasty. So it's the garden's looking good. I'm really happy. I'll just step back and give you a shot from a distance. Now it would look a lot better if I had some pea action happening there on the wire and the parsnips up, but it's coming. I'm happy. I'm gonna have food this year. Hopefully it's not going to be a repeat of next year. All right, guys. Well, that's my update for this week on my Heirloom Organic Vegetable Garden series, and I'm pumped. I feel really good. And I'm really happy that I see some parsnip action this week.